Coming up, unbalanced structures. Might as well play the campaign with one unit. Some attacks count as units. Base races. Starcraft Mass Recall Episode 3. Greetings everyone. This is the last episode of Starcraft 1 Mass Recall. The other 3 episodes are a part of Brood War and I might not do them straight away, but if you're interested, I'll tell you more about what I'm going to do in the end of the video. Hope you like this one. Let's go. Mission 1 is First Strike. This is a very basic mission and all we have to do is clear the whole map of Zerg. First, we have some units that must go to Phoenix, so we do that and claim a base. With that done, I improved the economy, made an army of mass dragoons, and there was a random spawn attack. When reaching an optimal amount of dragoons, I just went in and with some micro on my side, the mission is complete. Mission 2 is Into the Flames. Here we have the objective of clearing the map of all Zerg. Yeah, I know. This mission, oh man. We start with a base with no probes and you know, that's some standard stuff, and then the first attack comes, before I can make a single dragoon. So I tried making a forge first, but I only have the resources for one cannon and it doesn't even finish building. My last hope of beating this mission was a shield battery, which is actually pretty unbalanced, I'll be using that a lot. Now that I have a solid amount of dragoons, I start pushing forward with batteries. With some blunders on my side, Phoenix arrives on the battlefield and we take care of everything because Reavers are exactly what I need. What? Yes, the Reaver Scarab ammunition in fact counts as a unit. And yes, that's absurd. But never mind that, I made some batteries to help me with the sunken colonies, plus some micro on my side, and we are done. Mission 3 is Higher Ground. The objective here is to clear the whole map. We get a lot of those. So the mission starts and I unlock Scouts here. Scouts are really good tanky unit that I am going to use a lot, because I can't use Reavers. Anyway, attacks come, but since we have batteries, nothing really does anything to me, so we skip 10 minutes, we make more batteries and more dragoons, and now we attack. As I did in my last Protoss playthrough, we attack the White Zerg with a ground army, and then we attack the Red Zerg with an air army, because of their different types of defenses. Yes, it's true, I lost a dragoon there, but on my last restart, everything was the way it was supposed to be. Mission 4 is the Hunt for Tassadar. Here we have an extraction mission. We have to get Tassadar and bring it back here. Here we start with a small army, including a High Templar, which is really useful. We move through the waves of Zerg on my way and we reach Tassadar. Now, things change a little. Since we got to Tassadar, his base becomes our base, and with a base of our own, I have to defend it. Having failed multiple times, I decide to leave everything behind and go straight for the base race. What could go wrong? I tried storming my way through what's left, but the Zerg micros my storms. Because of the difficulty, I'm sure. Okay, this won't work. Like ever. So we change the strategy to shield batteries and archons. After creating that unstoppable and impenetrable wall of might, I start moving slowly forward while making more batteries. It's actually funny because it's the only way to finish this mission. So slowly after attacking, recharging and attacking again, we manage to get Raynor and Tassadar to the point, and we are done. Mission 5 is Choosing Sides. The objective is to bring Tassadar and 2 zealots to a point. This is one of the missions where I try to cheat my way through, but you'll see what happens. My primary plan was to make a shuttle and a couple of scouts, load Tassadar and 2 zealots and go straight for the point. Unfortunately, I think I bugged the game here and now I have no screen at all. I guess I have to do the mission the proper way. So what exactly is the proper way? This includes making an expand and making mass scouts. With the proper defenses set in motion, it's my time to engage. We slowly clear the way, and when I decide it's safe, I get the shuttle to the point and the mission is over. Sadly, I broke the game earlier and I don't have an end screen, so I hope you trust me on this one. I'm sorry. Let's move on. Mission 6 is Into the Darkness. This is the first Protoss Labyrinth mission. The objective is to find and rescue Zeratul. So how do we do that? It's actually very simple if you don't misclick. No, seriously, all you have to do is be aware of your surroundings. Never mind that, we're on our way. We rescue some marines just for the flex and we reach a locked door. We go all the way back to unlock it, we move forward, only to see another locked door. But in order to unlock this door, we must go through this. After 2 restarts, I finally managed to survive this outrageous task. So there I am, opening the door and rescuing Zeratul. Mission 7 is Homeland. The objective here is to destroy the enemy nexus in a standard PvP matchup. The beginning is rather strange, but we manage to get everyone to safety. The first thing that I do is a bear claw of cannons. The second thing that I do is 2 stargates, even though I had a third, but I didn't know that back then. After reaching around 20 scouts, I thought it's a good time to start my attack. But the problem is, after the 15-minute mark, I start getting massive armies with 2 observers that I barely stop. So I have to move faster and make absolutely no mistakes in my control of units. Unfortunately, I die way too fast if I don't stop at least this attack. So I try to snipe the observers, pull back my army and clear everything with the Dark Templars. That buys me some time to get some batteries at the bottom, but then another attack comes. And this one is actually unstoppable. For real. But being so close to the end, I couldn't just restart it and replay it on hard difficulty. So I pulled back everything that I have, bought as much time as possible, and it turns out we win the race of trading bases. Mission 8 is the Trial of Tassadar. This is one of the hardest missions on the Protoss Campaign. Here we unlock carriers which are utterly useless in this challenge. We also get Raynor, who is not repairable, which makes him even more useless. And we play against Protoss, which makes things even worse. So what do we have here? We have a base that we try to defend for 20 minutes. Skipping straight to the first restart, attack, and there are 2 carriers. The second attack comes exactly after 2 minutes, and I don't really have much to stop it either. Over the 100 restarts I have on this mission, I wrote down a description of every single attack that comes up to the point that I can't survive them. Each attack from the purple Protoss comes from either top or bottom, and each attack from the red Protoss comes right behind my mineral line. Thanks to my research, I know the composition of army that is going to attack me, but I still don't know the RNG, meaning which way are they going to go. With that in mind, I have tried my best to at least survive for 20 minutes, but defending attacks on my end becomes slower and slower, which results in more frequent attacks, which means the mission is impossible. I did my best, I'm sorry. But I played the mission on hard difficulty, and to be honest, it was almost as hard as endgame difficulty, but actually doable. The first thing that I did was to take an expansion, defend it, and eradicate the purple Protoss. With the purple Protoss gone, I don't receive any attacks. After that, I went forward slowly with my signature battery push, and after killing everything alive, I take down the temple and we move on. Mission 9 is Shadow Hunters. The mission starts like this. I have no base, almost no army, but hey, I unlock arbiters here. So yeah, I take those 2 expansions on both sides and start building my defenses in the middle of the map. I also put 2 stargates for scout production and took a second gas. And now we defend for half an hour. Everything seemed fine until these scourges showed up. So in order to stop these, I built a lot of cannons in the back, and when they came, I focus fired them down and cleared everything up with the scouts. What's actually sad is that 10 minutes later even more scourges came. But I learned my lesson there that I need more cannons. So I built more cannons, but my control lacked any thought behind it. Several restarts later, I tried going straight for the objective, but I get constant attacks all the time, so no chance there. The next big idea is to clear the map of the red Zerg so that I can rid myself of at least one attacker. So we do that, and now it's time for the Cerebrates again. I load 0-2 on the shuttle and go straight for the first Cerebrate. To be honest, I got lucky with most of the scourges and the first Cerebrate is down. And now for the second. The second one gave me a harder time since more scourges patrol the area. After several restarts, I got lucky again and I took down all the scourges. Now that I have a small gap of time before new ones are made, I go straight for the Cerebrate without a single care in the world and take it down. Mission 10 is Eye of the Storm, the last mission of the campaign. Here we play as two races, Protoss and Terran. The main idea is to set defenses, make a combination of a Terran and a Protoss army, and finish the campaign once and for all. So first of all, I start making tanks and batteries, and a few minutes in the game, I go straight for BC tech. The problem is, the attacks are RNG again, meaning I don't know when and where they will come, and what composition of army they will consist of. Having said that, the first attack is the most powerful thing I've ever seen. And no, it's not the upgraded Ultralisks or Hydralisks, it's the Defiler. For those who don't know, Defilers have an ability called Dark Swarm. Dark Swarm prevents all ranged damage. And guess what? Terran has no melee attacker units. So in order to survive this attack, I must use Yamato on the Defiler, survive with Raynor, and somehow then survive the whole attack, which wasn't really easy. But anyway, we survived the attack. Let's see the next one. After barely surviving this Ultralisk attack, I decided it's time to let this base go. I will win this game as a Terran. So I made a couple of shuttles to evacuate, but then 4 Guardians came. Having so many tanks has its benefits. I think I can survive all attacks from now on. No. So bunkers don't work, turrets don't work. All I can play is with BCs and tanks. Maybe even try a Protoss army, I don't know. So I took an expansion to keep my economy going and an attack came. That I couldn't stop. A fully upgraded mixture of ground and air army. Shamefully, I recognize that this mission is ridiculous and impossible to beat without losing a unit. On hard difficulty though, being almost as hard as endgame, I have successfully evacuated my Protoss base, and by the time the 22-minute mark hits, I have 7 BCs circling the perimeter with almost a dozen tanks. Defilers proved to be a pain in the neck once again, but having nerfs of steel has its benefits. Okay, now we attack. Moving with BCs is easy because they one-shot scourges and don't really take any damage, but Defilers can always make your day a little worse. Okay, let's try this one last time. I chose to go straight down and skip the red Zerg for personal reasons, because that way we reach the Overmind easier. I Yamato the life out of that Overmind, and 2 things happen. 1, I do absolutely no damage at all, and 2, every single unit of the Zerg brood comes after me. I restarted this part like 20 more times until, I don't know, I got lucky I guess. Thank you everyone for watching the whole video. With this video I will put the Starcraft 1 campaign on hold and continue with some Starcraft 2 missions, because I have a lot of ideas to achieve in mind. That being said, I will return to complete the Brood War expansion set sometime in the future as well. Thank you again for watching, see you in the next one.